Oh, hey man, welcome to the channel today. I'm about to check out Goku versus Superman Part 3, and I'm sure if y'all have been watching the videos, this is essentially how my mood and my thoughts have been about this whole fight. And yes, luckily today was kind of a good-ish day, but it's alright. So, man, this was not like, this was not really like I don't want to say this wasn't necessary because yes, they've reached greater forms of powers, greater, layers of power. I went to the comments and bros like they're most likely gonna use Infinite Superman Frontier, Infinite Frontier Superman, bro. And then for Dragon Ball, I'm not sure who they're gonna use. They might use CC Goku, Xeno Goku, or Super Goku, or maybe it's gonna be a comp Goku, but not likely. But I don't know, man. You already know, man. I'm Team Dragon Ball all the way. Who do I want to win? Goku. Who do I think is gonna win? Uh, bro, bro. It's just how he keeps losing. That's my issue. Y'all saw what happened in part two. Bro got like, uh, this. But hey, man, let's just hop into it and let's see why Goku's winning, why Goku should win, and bro. They're gonna do my boy fucking dirty, bro. They are gonna do him. Oh my days. And all right, man. Let's hop into it and let's see why. Let's see how probably and most likely Superman is. Uh, hey, straight into it. Oh, I was about to say that. What the hell? Like they're going straight into it. Okay, let's.
Son Goku, Superman. It's time to answer the ultimate question, and we're taking it all into play.
We're examining Superman's extensive mainline comic book canon.
Okay, so the yeah, New 52 is he's fucking a part of Infinite. What do you mean? Oh, just.
Given Dragon Ball Super's contentious continuities, we'll include all three just to plus Dragon Ball heroes.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Far away.
I fucking beg, bro. Can Goku not get a fucking win on Death Battle? Okay, I'm sorry, it's just.
In an enchanted land, an old master found a boy and marveled at his uncommon strength. This is the story of Son Goku.
Chances are, if you've watched some localized anime, you can thank this guy.
Inspired by martial arts films and his wife's interest in Chinese culture, Akira Toriyama crafted the story and the character that would define generations to come.
Dragon Ball! Kakarot was born a low-class Saiyan on the planet Vegeta, narrowly escaped its destruction by Frieza, and was raised on Earth by happy old Grandpa Gohan.
Not just raised, but trained. Gohan began Goku's teachings in martial arts, which he would find to be his true calling under the guidance of Master Roshi. Specifically, he learned the Kame-sen and Ryu style, which focuses on discipline and tenacity, both of which strongly define Goku's character.
The more he learned, the
I mean, thing is, I definitely know all of this. I'm not sure, I'm still gonna watch through it just in case I pick up something new that I didn't know or something that shouldn't be there. That's wrong. I don't know, cause a lot of this I'm probably gonna skip ahead. Maybe go ahead if you're gonna skip ahead to the Superman part, go crazy, cause yeah.
more he wanted to improve. This little low-class monkey boy would prove that hard work and dedication can beat raw talent. Within just a few years, he was so strong, the only worthy teachers left were gods. And a talking cat, but mostly gods. When you're training to dodge lightning, you know you're a few leagues over everyone else.
He did have a slight advantage. Saiyans are naturally superhuman. They also take Nietzsche's famous words, "What doesn't kill you makes you stronger," very, very literally.
It's almost unfair how much of a boost in power they get after they're hurt.
While Saiyans like Vegeta may have abused this trait, it suits Goku. No matter how many times you knock him down, he will get back up, stronger than before.
It helps that he knows so many cool combat moves, like the Kamehameha!
Bro, it's crazy that you say Vegeta gets abused, but he doesn't abuse it. He literally like gets abused by. by every. Let me just.
An incredibly powerful technique that focuses one's ki into a single point for a devastating beam.
So challenging, it took Roshi decades to master, but Goku got it in like 5 seconds.
Incredibly versatile, with over 50 different variations. For example, Goku can curve the beam after firing, or even shoot it from his feet.
But unlike most Saiyans, he doesn't just use ki to blow shit up. Moves like the Solar Flare, Energy Landbind, and God Bind require a lot more strategy and planning.
Because while Goku isn't exactly book smart, he is a genius when it comes to martial arts. He doesn't just train to conquer his opponents, but to conquer himself.
He's also got some different moves, like trapping you in a rice cooker.
Well, pretty much any container could be used for the Mothaba sealing technique.
Then there's Kaioken, aka instant steroids. Goku's multiplied his power by 20 with it before, and in a movie, he even got it up to times 100. What a badass!
The Genki Dama, or Spirit Bomb, is potentially his strongest attack, but it requires considerable time. Unlike instant transmission, which is a teleport that's instant. The way it works is Goku detects another person, like a sort of beacon, then teleports to their location by launching himself through an alternate dimension where time stands still. Yes, according to the Daizenshuu guidebook, it's a dimension hop. You can actually see this in between space in some movies and games.
And the dubs wanted us to think it shot Goku's molecules around at light speed. Silly English.
The dubs did more than that. In fact, early dubs of Dragon Ball Z tried to rewrite Goku as a
So you could. That's with instant transmission, not just overall, but. No, okay, I get it. I see why a lot of Dragon Ball fans would argue that his speed is infinite to measurable. So I see it. I see it now. They just didn't word it properly, I guess. Not as many as others, but
Superman figure. Even his famous speech on Namek about being the light in the darkness was originally about him coming to terms with his Saiyan heritage, accepting his anger and pride, avenging his people by defeating Frieza, and declaring himself the Super Saiyan.
Hell yeah! If there's any scene that deserves the word epic, it's when he went gold. Super Saiyan and its sequels all have official power multipliers, but they threw us for a loop by turning Goku into a god.
Super Saiyan God certainly changed things up. Goku gained Divine Ki, a pure form of Ki unspoiled by mortal hands. Unlike normal Ki, it can't be detected and appears to have healing properties.
Kinda like Senzu beans. Did you know one Senzu has so much healing juice it can regenerate a person's lost limbs? They're missing out.
God Goku reached a level of power that could compete with the greatest of deities, nearly shattering the whole universe with a single clash on his first go. Dragon Ball's cosmology is
then what about Gohan? Unless future. I guess, yeah, they would have run out of Senzu beans. Yeah, okay, never mind.
unique. This model is said to be an accurate depiction of Universe 7, but there's a wrinkle there. When all of humanity went to heaven,
Because Boo went boozerk.
Fidel commented that heaven is just as large as a universe, and the Daizenshuu backs are up.
And, that's heaven. Big planet.
So let's scale things up with that in mind. Doing so would make Universe 7 over 1,500 times larger than our own observable universe.
And Goku could destroy that much the first time he went God. And he didn't lose that power. He learned how to use it even better. Even in base form. Now, imagine how much stronger he became when he stacked Super Saiyan on Super Saiyan God and became Super Saiyan Blue.
Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan.
Yeah, not saying that. Or after he trained with some almighty angels. Or when he perfected the blue hairdo and stacked Kaioken on top of that.
Goku has certainly performed great feats with God Ki, breaking through Hit's time stop by forcing himself into the future, holding off Infinite Zamasu, who was a sentient timeline, defeating Jiren, who shook the entire world of Void by just walking.
He even tried out Hakai, the destruction god move that nopes you out of existence. Your being and your soul erased from all of time and space.
Culminating in his greatest form, Ultra Instinct.
Chrome Goku isn't a normal transformation, it's a state of mind. Ultra Instinct is the highest peak of martial arts, subconsciously making optimal choices cause you're in the zone. doing without thinking.
Something Goku has always been trained to do. Technically, it can be used in any form, but when perfected, Autonomous Ultra Instinct makes you untouchable. No matter what comes his way, Goku will automatically dodge, block, and counter to the best of his ability, even pushing his body well beyond his physical limits. So far beyond, in fact, Ultra Instinct can summon a massive avatar to defend him when his own body can't.
That sounds really intense.
It is, which is why he's developed incremental versions of it for specific uses. It's extremely difficult to maintain the full form for long.
Until you get to Dragon Ball Heroes, aka Dragon Ball fanfiction gone Kaioken times 1,000.
While technically a different continuity, CC Goku is functionally a stand-in for the mainline Goku.
Yeah, that is, I guess.
His history and powers are the same, making his story just as much of a what-if scenario as the multiple super continuities. The only real difference is Toriyama's not really involved.
This Goku used instant transmission to teleport through time and dimensions. He outsped a god who could see the future. He defeated Dark King Fu, who was gonna rewrite the universe. Hell, this series even makes GT cool. Xeno Goku can break space-time just by going Super Saiyan 4.
Looking back at that goofy monkey boy chopping wood and punching dinosaurs, it's almost overwhelming to think about how far Goku has come, how much he's had to face.
But no matter the challenge, he takes it head-on and pushes through.
Showing everyone, everywhere, how to go even further beyond.
That was good. I love how they did that. I love how it was perfectly low-key wrapped up. I'm low-key surprised that they didn't pull out I don't want to say statements, but statements and like feats from Dragon Ball Superhero, like the crazy stuff that they've done, the Universal cheat. But I guess it's okay because it's not really canon. So I guess that's cool. But then again, they did throw in CC Goku and Xeno Goku there, but then you're not gonna talk about the Universal Spirit Bomb? No, your Universal Tree. It's alright. I mean, I'm sure y'all gonna feel like this. Even if they did, it doesn't matter because we all know who's gonna. Alright, man. Just let me talk, man. Alright, just.
Faster than a speeding bullet, more powerful than a locomotive. It's a bird. It's a plane.
It's a fucking bitch. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, bro. I'm just a little.
It's Superman.
Geez, just a locomotive? People in the 40s needed bigger imaginations.
Born on the far-off world of Krypton, the infant Kal-El was sent to Earth by his parents, narrowly escaping Krypton's destruction. Raised by farmers as Clark Kent, he eventually became Superman, champion of the oppressed, the man of tomorrow.
If you've only seen the movies, forget him. Comic book Clark's not the perfect Boy Scout, and he's definitely not Jesus. Wait, weren't the guys who made him Jewish?
Jerry Siegel and Joe Shuster were sons of Jewish immigrants and grew up in a time when anti-Semitism went largely unchallenged.
And then that ugly mustache showed up.
Understandably seeking escape from some truly terrifying horrors, the pair created Superman to be a simple solution to overwhelming problems.
A hero who could defeat any evil by just punching it. Hell yeah, that's how I live my life.
After almost 9 decades, Superman has been many things. At the core, his story is one of a refugee, a child who lost his.
Jesus, bro, how you take so many L's, but in the end, you did end up with the W, but golly, how many L's did it take you for that? I'm looking at these love interests. Golly, Lois Lane, Lana Lang, Lala Age, Lisa. Bro, what the fuck? Lisa Landis, Lois, but who the fuck are these hoes? And but then I guess it is so story of Superman. He has to take a lot of L's to end off with the dub, so. Respect.
Home, left to the mercy of alien people. This new world accepted him, raised him, gave him a new home, because helping others in need is the right thing to do. That's why he became a superhero, the first superhero.
Everything's gotta start somewhere, but he was the first one to really take off. I mean, not literally. It took a while, actually, before he learned how to fly.
In fact, when Clark discovered his Kryptonian heritage, he struggled to accept it and subconsciously developed mental blocks, severing him from his true power, which he would uncover throughout his life.
He's strong enough to shoulder press the weight of the Earth for 5 days straight, or crush coal into perfectly cut diamond.
That's not how that works.
He's fast enough to reach the edge of the universe in seconds, or even break the bonds of infinity. Wait.
That's the one. That's the fucking it. That's the one thing I cannot get out of my mind. Anytime it's Superman, that's the first thing I think of. And that's just bro. That. Alright, man. I'm sorry for
He
pausing.
can do all that, but Batman can punch him out? Really?
You're probably thinking of Elseworld stories outside main canon like Dark Knight Returns. It's a good question though. Superman's powers have fluctuated over time for a variety of reasons. However, for Deathbattle, we take the characters at their best.
Yeah, like how his breath is so powerful he
You know, let's just.
can sneeze away a solar system or blow air cold enough to freeze ghosts.
Speaking of, his X-ray vision doesn't just see through walls, he can see through your own body and mind to examine your soul.
And yet, he can't see through lead. That's okay though, he can just burn through it with his face. Since he gets his power from the yellow sun, his heat vision burns with the fire of a star. And if beams aren't enough, he can blast it out of his whole body for a super flare. It used to totally drain him, but he's learned how to control it.
Simply put, Superman's powers defy physics. My favorite examples of this are when he rebuilt the reality warping miracle machine from memory, or punched Brainiac so hard every version of him felt it through all of time, or when he gained 10 years worth of medical training through only 5 minutes of reading and then successfully performed lung surgery.
Nice. My favorite example
Do you see why I'm saying? Do you see why I'm just curious? Like, why are we having this battle? Why I'm saying was like asking myself, was this battle really needed? If I'm sorry, man. I'm just.
is when he smelled brownies in North Dakota from orbit.
Even beyond his powers, Superman is no novice when it comes to the intricacies of battle.
He's trained in Kryptonian martial arts, which uses Chi, or as they call it, Shriar. He even got summoned to Asgard to fight demons with Thor for 1,000 years.
Superman can resist being erased from existence, such as tanking Darkseid's Omega Beams. Even Retcon and the Time Trapper, both of which hijack and alter timelines, can't touch him. Not because of his powerful mental defenses or healing factor, but because he's a cosmic linchpin in the greater metaverse.
Timelines literally revolve around him.
But let's address the S-shaped elephant in the room. You may have noticed we've covered a variety of Superman eras. Superman, and DC Comics as a whole, have gone through multiple retcons.
Golden Age, Silver Age, Pre-Crisis, Post-Crisis, New 52, Rebirth, and so on.
It would help to know which one is the main Superman, right? Well, they all are.
Yeah, the latest reboots basically said everything in the main series is kinda canon, even when he had wacky powers like changing his appearance with a super muscular control. Ew. I guess he can still phase through almost anything, even people.
Look, if you really dig into it, this isn't new. Plenty of characters have recalled events from supposedly retcon timelines before.
Yeah, post-crisis Supes did start as less powerful than in pre-crisis, but that was because of the mental blocks.
Though he's not a complete composite, there's so many other Supermen out there.
Future Superman, Big Robot Superman, Commie Superman.
I hate that fucking guy. Of all the Supermen, I hate this dude. What's his name, bro? Cosmic Armor Superman. I can respect. Okay, I don't know about the guy in the middle, but bro, Milkman Superman, I actually kind of F with him. He's kind of jokes, but this fucking robot thing, Jesus.
Dinosaur Superman. There's a bunch.
Still, this new canon has affected his abilities. For example, he and other Kryptonians can effortlessly travel through time. And while Superman's powers stem from the Earth's yellow sun, exposure to a blue star increases them even further. In fact, upon visiting a white star, he attained a whole new level of power.
When that old baldy Lex teleported him to another galaxy, Superman just popped back up, saying space-time has lost its meaning for him. He really just said
Y'all see what I'm fucking gilling it, right? When I'm saying, was this battle even needed? Was this battle even necessary? Why don't you put like Superman against like, I don't know, Sentry? Nah, Sentry isn't even enough. Like, against, yeah, why don't we put Superman against Darkseid and see what happens? No, fuck that. Why don't we put Superman against, what's that dude's name? Armageddon? Destroyer? Oh hell, what's the dude name, bro? The dude that keeps Superman versus the was it the Dominator? Um Superman versus the Destructor. Fuck, who is it? The guy who keeps evolving. So yes, I remember now. Who are we talking about? Why won't we put Superman against Doomsday? That's the guy I was trying to think of. Superman against Doomsday. Let's see how that battle ends without having anybody helping or assisting or whatever the fuck. Because quite frankly, bro, bro, it's just come on, man.
Remember, Superman defies physics.
Like when he used heat vision to restart the universe by making an all-new Big Bang.
We've seen that his universe has a radius of at least 100 trillion light years, but we can calculate a more exact figure. The DC universe is 15 billion years old and expands at 60 trillion light years per half second. This means its radius must be over 50 nonillion light years across.
What? That's 31 zeros, and Soups helped make that happen.
Well, about 1/5 of it. That's still immense power, but if you want something bigger, here's the Anti-Monitor blasting Golden Age Superman with all the energy of the antimatter universe. And then Superman,
punched him so hard it kickstarted another one of those reboots.
Now, Superman does have weaknesses. There's kryptonite, of course, and exposure to red starlight can fade his powers over time.
Not all at once. He has been.
When has kryptonite truly affected this guy as of recent times? He'll just be like, oh, kryptonite, my weakness, but I have hope. Be like, come on.
Able to move planets around while under a red star.
And everyone knows Superman can't deal with magic, but it's more accurate to say he doesn't have any special resistances to it. He's defeated plenty of magic users before, even Shazam.
Superman challenges the idea that absolute power corrupts absolutely. He's the goodest good guy of them all, but there is nuance to being good, even if he is the ultimate power fantasy, unstoppable and incorruptible.
Such as when he took on the World Forger, one of the most powerful.
Just run it back with Doomsday, bro.
Reality shapers in all.
I was just quickly reading his thing.
All of creation.
Who was in the 6th dimension, crafting a whole new multiverse to replace the one Clark calls home? Who's gonna stop him?
Superman could, and the Forger knew it. So he was trapped on a world with a sun so distant he could never escape. Or so the Forger thought.
Instead, Clark found the strength he needed to fly at that sun, dip through a ton of stars, KO the World Forger, and shatter his new multiverse with a single punch. Because that's Superman, a simple solution to overwhelming problems.
He's the kind of person to save a cat from a tree, answer Christmas cards from strangers, and tow hundreds of planets to a new galaxy all in the same day. What's not to like?
Truth and justice has no better champion than the Man of Steel.
Have I made my point? Have I made my point right now? Because y'all see the things he's done, see the things he's doing, and think, you know what? Let's go check on Goku real quick. Y'all are some hoes, bro. Y'all are some hoes. Y'all don't know that Superman is just. That's crazy, bro. That is actually crazy, man.
All right, the combatants are set. We've run the data through all.
Who do I want to win Goku? Who am I picking to win Goku? I'm locking it in. Let's see who is going to win. Matter of fact, let's say together. What's his name? Boomstick.
Possibilities.
It's time for a death battle.
We're fucked, bro. We're actually fucked, bro. What the? This is. Oh, Jay. Okay, of course they're gonna be friends after getting the past 20 years. I'm not gonna talk about that. I'm sorry, this is kinda clean. I ain't gonna lie, this is kinda clean.
Today's the day. We'll finally settle who's stronger.
If you say so.
You're holding back. Give it your all. No regrets.
That was a perfect combo setup. So.
I'm doing just fine.
Oops. Well, I guess we can wish it back later.
World made of cardboard. All right, I'll show you just how powerful I really am.
This bitch said I'm gonna fucking stop holding back. We get it, bitch. You built like that, for fuck. You ain't gotta say it. But so far, this fight has really been good. He fucking punched him into a flashback.
This looks like a job for...
Wait, sorry. Are these teasers? Are these teasers for what's to come? I'm sorry. I just gotta look at this.
This looks like a job for...
Oh, alternative universe. Alternate universe.
Well,
It's time.
what do you think?
That was awesome! Nice suit!
Oh, thanks. Kryptonian fabric. My mom made it for me.
Look at this bitch. I thought this was your Superman. Now, bro, fucking need a power amp.
Finally! Huh? Ah, darn it.
Almost had me there. That was actually pretty fun.
Yeah, it sure was. But I'll be stronger next time.
I look forward to it.
Let's go again.
You're on.
Oh, bro. Oh, bro. This was actually a good ending, bro. This was actually a really good fight, a really good ending. He summoned the Susanoo last minute, and then bro, I was like, I do not want to see this man get destroyed. And oh, bro, oh my god, this was so wholesome. This was actually pretty good, man. Just this one wasn't as disrespectful. That was just my main issue. I've made that known that how oh my god. Yeah, that's one of the best endings I've actually seen from Deathbattle.
KO! That's it! The final, indisputable answer! Who am I kidding? People are gonna argue this one forever.
There are so many ways this battle could go, especially with all the other continuities.
Yeah, for real, Goku would kick almost every other Superman's ass, except for the main one.
There's a lot to cover, so let's
I've been saying that. If I remember, I'm gonna try to put up a thing where I did as said, Goku can beat a lot of Supermen, but just because he can beat a lot of Supermen doesn't mean he can beat all of them. Like, what did I say? He can beat most, but not all. That's just my thing.
Let's address the 5 categories most representative of this fight.
First up, strength. Both could hit hard enough to break or make their whole universe, or take it in stride, like when Superman got smacked by the whole antimatter universe.
At most, Dragon Ball's universe is 1,505 times larger than our own.
Let me guess, this is like what, 6 million?
But based on the DC Universe's officially established age and rate of expansion, it is 1.6 vigintillion times larger, over a novemdecillion times more than Goku's.
At some point you reach a number high enough that it just doesn't mean anything anymore. Anyway, Goku's obviously gotten stronger since the Beerus fight, even by billions or trillions of times. He's defeated.
Fuck, I should be reading these things. DC. Okay. Oh, it's that one weird cartoon logic guy. Oh.
Defeated Jiren, Broly, Moro, and Fu.
But even if we highball Goku by quadrillions or quintillions of times, the gap is just too much, especially with the World Forger feat. Not even Heroes competes with that. Superman takes the edge in strength.
But strength isn't everything. Let's talk speed. Both are obviously way faster than light, but Superman crossed that mega-sized universe of his in seconds and flew faster than infinity.
Makes sense, he can keep up with the Flash, whose speed is so ludicrous it's unquantifiable.
Don't count Goku out though. Flying across the entire afterlife in base form and outspeeding Eos's future sight takes some crazy speed.
Fighting Zamasu as an omnipresent merged time
Yay, they finally used that feed with from the Cooler movie.
line also implies immeasurable speeds.
That, combined with instant transmission and ultra instinct, could probably keep up.
Maybe. Quantifiably, Superman is faster, but both are immeasurable. The safest bet here is to say they tie in speed.
Especially when we look at skill. Goku's a martial arts master. He's definitely got better battle instincts. He wants to fight and is dedicated to his training, while Superman sees training as a means to an end.
Superman's knowledge in pressure point combat and Kryptonian martial arts are
Oh, they're using Heroes logic.
impressive, but he's only used them a few times. It would be disingenuous to say he's an equivalent master at them.
So Goku wins in skill, but not necessarily in experience.
Don't get it wrong, Superman is not a mindless brawler. He's trained with Batman and Wonder Woman. He's even defeated martial arts experts like Cobra without powers.
Goku has spent decades training, but Superman battled Norse demons for 1,000 years.
He's also astonishingly brilliant, like when he reassembled the reality warping miracle machine from memory. Experience obviously goes to Superman, but perhaps less obvious is our last category, powers.
Hakai, Spirit Bomb, Mafuba, Instant Transmission, God Key, God Bind. How does Goku not win with those?
In Dragon Ball, Ki is dependent on physical ability, so it's different from magic. God Ki is simply pure Ki, and magic isn't an auto win against Superman anyway, whose greater strength could break out of something like the God Bind.
Mafuba and the Spirit Bomb would take way too long, and Goku's never successfully used Hakai before. Even if he did land it, Superman's impossible to erase from reality. Like, he's tanked Omega Beams, which do the same thing as Hakai.
Superman can time travel, countering instant transmission's similar ability from Heroes. And regarding teleporting him to a red star, ignoring the fact that Saiyans can't breathe in space, though Goku's certainly tough enough to withstand a vacuum, instant transmission requires another person to act as a beacon. He can't just warp to any red star.
Okay. Fuck.
Even if he did, Superman could simply fly away and find a blue or white star for a supercharge.
And Goku could not pull off the same trick twice, as Superman could phase through his attacks.
So, that's it then. Clark has too many counters, so he takes the edge in powers and it's over.
Well, I think there's something else. Goku versus Superman breaches a broader zeitgeist. It's more than just two characters fighting. For a whole generation, especially in 90s America, superheroes represented an unyielding status quo. Spider-Man, Batman, Captain America rarely change who they are or what they believe in. For a lot of people, that's tiring, and Superman is an icon of that. Then along came anime. There was a whole other world of ideas and stories for us sheltered Westerners to experience, and Goku's an icon of that. So while many see this as a debate between characters, others see it as a debate of ideologies and culture. And if that's what's at stake, who wants Goku to lose?
You sure you're not overthinking this?
It's not our intent, but it does call into question what we're doing. How can people agree with what we take as fact when fiction relies on interpretation? Are we stripping characters of their importance by simplifying them to contestants in a vacuum of violence?
Okay, bro, it's not that deep, bro. I get it. I get what you're saying. It's not that deep, bro. We're just here to watch them box. I get what you're saying, yada yada, this, that, the third. But come on, man, like you just want to watch them box. That's all.
And if so, then what's the point?
Because it's fun, Wiz! Damn it, man!
Yes.
There's more than one way to appreciate something. We're having a great time talking about awesome characters and slamming action figures together. And that's okay.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm just saying, no matter who you prefer, that battle was super, man.
That's the worst pun.
What? It fits them both.
It's so lame.
I don't see you doing any better.
I do the math, the pun's your job.
Well, maybe if you math as good as I punned, then Goku would have won.
What is wrong with you?
Hi, I'm Ben, the voice of Wiz. Thank you so much for watching. We are about to announce the next episode, but before we do that, if you're not a Deathbattle member yet, click that join button below. See what you're missing.
Oh, okay. Okay, let me just. Okay, I'm sorry. Galactus versus Unicron. Oh my gosh! I've been seeing this in battle come up. They've asked me to for the answer. I did not know. I do not know Unicron like that. I said that in the Transformers video. I know a little tidbits about Galactus, but fucking golly. Okay, let me calm down. Let me discuss the video. I'm gonna be honest. Y'all saw at the beginning. Is that a ladybug? At this hour? Oh, okay. In the house? Oh, okay. What was I trying to say? I'm sure y'all saw in the beginning, I was low key on that hater-ish energy because I wasn't like hating on Superman, but I kind of was. But it's just like, I was just afraid of that the disrespect. I didn't want the disrespect. I just saw it coming from a mile away, but it turns out I was looking at the wrong road. But it is what it is, man. I have admitted many times that I can definitely see you try to put up an argument for Goku versus Superman, but if that argument applies to many other Superman, that's cool. But New 52, that nigga's crazy, bro. That dude is fucking different. Golly. And it is what it is. Low-key, I was just anticipating how the end was. I'm not gonna lie, I low-key showed up thinking they're about to like hold my guy immediately. But then that was genuinely a good battle. It had me gassed. Even though I wasn't like, oh, Goku's gonna win, Superman's gonna win. I just removed that whole mindset out and I was just enjoying the battle itself. And that's why I was so gassed and all of the things was happening. Bro fucking went around the sun. I was like, look at this dude getting a power air. Goku charging up the Kamehameha. Bro turned gold. And then as soon as I saw him gold, I was shook immediately. Golly. I was like, okay, GG's. And then I was like, I do not want to see this man Goku splattered, bro. I'm not trying to see him. But then they ended it perfectly. As soon as he opened his eyes and it was white in the back, I was like, there's a halo on top of him, isn't there? Then, of course, there was. And then the alternate timelines where alternate battles are happening and occurring. I want to see Cosmic Armor Superman versus Goku video game one, if possible. But because I feel like that would low-key be a crazy battle, I'm actually going to suggest that, actually. And yeah, I love that they were also peering through many timelines. I wonder how the Goku Black fight ended because I don't think it would have been wholesome because unless it's two evil Superman, but whatever, man. But yeah, who am I siding on here? I'm siding with Galactus. Because I just do not watch Transform. I'm just more of a fan of Marvel than I am of this, that, the third. And like I said before, as always, I don't vote for who I think is gonna win, who I believe is gonna win. I vote for who I like and who I like more. And because for me, it's just more fun and better that way, having that little tiny bit of hope. Because I even thought Megatron was gonna beat Frieza, and Frieza, hey, he got the dub, but Yeah, man. But yeah, with that said, man, if you enjoyed the video, like, comment, share, subscribe. Let me know which other video to check out next. Tell me what y'all think of the fight. What y'all think about my reaction. Was it good? Was it bad? I'm low key trying to, gauge the audience low key. So yeah, with that said, I'm gonna see y'all when I see y'all. So see ya. Fuck! I almost destroyed my phone.